A very good morning, everyone. My name is Komal, and today's training topic is culture shock. The objective of this training is we are focusing on what is culture shock, symptoms of culture shock, stages of culture shock, and how we can cope up with culture shock. So, let's begin. First of all, what is culture shock? Basically, culture shock is quite simply the disorientation which is experienced by an individual when moving from one cultural environment to another. It is very common. Everyone has to face. What happens in culture shock? People feel depressive. People feel confusion. They feel anxiety because it is very uncertain for them. They are not familiar with that culture. So it is very difficult for them to adapt that nature, to cope, and actually it is very easy to cope up with that nature because it is very normal and everyone faces it. Let's talk about symptoms of culture shock. The most common symptom is extreme homesickness. People feel homesick because they miss their family, they miss their friends, they miss their neighbors, they miss their relatives, they miss their culture, and they miss their country. So the homesickness is very common symptom. Also, they feel very helpless, dependency, because they are new in that culture, they are new in that country, they don't know about this country much, and they don't even have friends there. So they feel very helpless and they are dependent on the others for every work. Second, they feel very depressive and sad because they are alone there and they feel very lonely in that country. They feel very angry, they feel very irritated because sometimes you know a pressure of work and new culture, new country, everything get mixed up and they get hyper irritated. Also, there are people who are not welcoming. Sometimes they have to encounter with those people also, with, who don't welcome them to their culture, and it becomes very hard for them to cope up with that. Second last, sleep and eating disturbance. Obviously, if a person is vegetarian and he or she is migrated to a country where they have to eat a non-vegetarian food, they can't find the much variety of vegetarian food. It gets very difficult for them because they are not used to that food. Sleeping hours, they have to work hard, and difference of sleeping hours, and also it is not like not too much symptom, like sometimes it happens. Last but not the least is excessive critical reactions to host culture or stereotypes. Yes, sometimes it happens. People don't understand our culture and they don't even allow us to understand or to adapt in that culture, in their culture. So these are some symptoms of culture shock. Let's talk about stages of culture shock. So there are five stages of culture shock: the honeymoon stage, the culture shock, or you can say cessation stage, the adjustment stage, the adaptation stage. These are the four different stages we are going to learn in this training. So let's start and get deep in the every stage. The first stage of culture shock is often overwhelmingly positive. Like travels become infatuated with the language, with the people, and food in the new country, in their new surroundings. In this stage, the trip or move seems like the greatest decision ever made, an exciting adventure. In the beginning, the whole process will seem weird for you, so open your mind, observe, try not to compare everything what you have seen in your country. The honeymoon phase may take over the entire experience as the later effect of culture shock don't have time to set in. No longer trips, the honeymoon stage will usually phase out eventually. The second stage is when you actually feel culture shock. In this stage, you feel very confusing, frustrated. So frustration may be the most difficult stage of culture shock and is probably familiar to anyone who has lived abroad or traveled frequently. At this stage, um, the fatigue of not understanding science and language of that country and miscommunication may happen, and it makes you very irritating and frustrating, and it is not getting positive results. It leads to not getting positive results for you. The most common things happen in this stage is depression or homesickness. These are the most common thing happens in culture shock, or you can say frustration stage. Now the third stage is adjustment stage. In this stage, you feel more relaxed because you are able to develop balance between everything. The adjustment phase is actually the start of recovery, which involves the individual gaining an appreciation and understanding the difference around them. They start to understand the new culture, rules, and they start to gain strategies to deal with the situation. At this point in the cycle, life starts to become normal again. And at this point, assignment failure is no longer such a risk, and the chance of employee in their role are enhanced. So the next stage is adaptation, or you can say acceptance stage. In this stage, what happens is, actually we called it golden stage, because adaptation is the golden stage, the stage at which the employees start to understand their environment, and in which their strategies are now enacted subconsciously and automatically. Now they have adapted to new environment and an adjustment of behaviors and expectations, etc., are no longer an issue for the employee. And at this stage, this is a in this stage, it's likely the very less chance of assignment failure, because the experience which the employee has had will also no doubt equip them with strong international working skills and make them a good candidate for future and assignments. Now, how to cope up with culture shock? First of all, you have to admit these impacts as exist. Like you have to admit that whatever is happening around you, whatever you are surrounded with, admit it and accept the fact and come out with that. First of all, learn rules of host country. Learn the rules, like how people live there, what is the culture of that country, and get involved in that culture. Get involved in their festivals. Go in functions like the meet the native family, make new friends, develop relationships. Do whatever you can to learn and to adjust in that culture. Take your own time and try to make new networks. And actually, it is very normal. Everyone faces this, and you can easily cope up with this. Try new activities there. Travel in that country, go to different places, and try to know people in that country. Make social connections. This is the end of my training topic, and if anyone has any question, they can post it on discussion board and I'll answer those questions. Thank you.